Excuse me?
Hello, how are
Were
you?
you with David when the accident happened?
Yes, my name is Sean. I came here in the ambulance with him.
Oh, I'm Kate. I'm his girlfriend. Well, is David okay? I'm so worried about him.
Me too. I'm afraid his injuries are quite serious, Kate.
Where is he now?
Do you see that room over there?
Yeah.
The doctor is taking an x-ray of his bones to see if he has broken any bones. He's also taking an MRI scan of his brain to see if he has any serious head injuries. I hope he is okay. He was so angry when the ambulance driver took him here. The accident happened because the driver was so careless.
Really? What happened exactly?
Well, David and I were crossing the street when the accident happened. We were crossing the street and the woman on a motorbike ran a red light. She crashed into David and David fell over. He was in a lot of pain. Luckily enough, she wasn't driving too fast though. Now, let's take a look at some of the words that we have learned on the topic of hospital and health. An accident is something that happens unexpectedly, and it often injures a person, or it can damage something too. For example, David got injured in a road accident. When somebody is injured in an accident, they will be taken to a nearby hospital in an ambulance where the doctors and the nurses will take care of them. Now, when the injured person is taken to the hospital, the doctors will run some tests on them, such as a blood test or an x-ray. By taking an x-ray, the doctors can see if there is any damage done to any of your bones in your body. If your injuries are more serious, you might require a CAT scan or an MRI scan. Those scans are used to see if there is any damage done to any internal organs or your brain in your body. You may break an arm or a leg in an accident, which may hurt and it may cause you a lot of pain. But don't worry, because the doctor will check on you and make sure that you're okay.
If you get a cold or a headache, you can say you are ill or sick. And finally, careful. Careful means you're doing something with a lot of care and attention. For example, we should drive carefully.
Oh my gosh, poor David. Like, many accidents happen because of careless drivers. Like Alice, a friend of mine, she was nearly hit by a car when she was riding her bike last month. I think people should drive more carefully, especially on a crowded street. Hey, do you know when we will get David's checkup results?
I don't know. I've no idea. Hey, the doctor's coming out of that room over there.
Yeah.
Let's go and ask him.
Yeah.
She too used two different tenses, and they are past continuous and past simple. For the longer action, the action which she was doing at the time, she said, I was cooking, past continuous. And the interrupted action was, I burnt my leg. That's past simple. For example, I burnt my leg whilst I was cooking. Now, here's some practice for you using past continuous and past simple. Here are two conversations and two people are calling for help. Can you please fill in the blanks with the correct form of the verb? Great. Now, let's listen to the recordings and check your answers. Did you get all the verbs in the correct tense?
Hello? What is your emergency?
Hi, I'm Alex Cooper and I need an ambulance for my son.
What happened with your son?
His head is bleeding very badly.
Stay calm and tell us more about it.
I was teaching my son to ride a bike when I got a phone call. So I answered it. It was a long call because there was a problem at my workplace. While I was answering the phone, my son rode his bike by himself. Then suddenly he hit a tree and fell off his bike. His head is bleeding badly.
Where are you now?
We are in the park opposite the City Theatre. It's on Parker Street.
Okay. Don't move him until we come.
Hello, what is your emergency?
I saw a woman fainted on the street.
Where are you now?
I'm in Hillston Street, right in front of the supermarket.
What is your name?
Oliver Green.
Can you tell me what happened?
I was driving when I saw her. I think she just got out of the supermarket because she was carrying many shopping bags. She was crossing the street when suddenly she fell down.
We'll be there shortly.
That's it, guys. That's all for today about emergencies and what to do when talking to the emergency services on the phone. When you are on the phone to the operator, it's important to remain calm. It's important to try to remain calm and give the information as best you can. When you are giving the information, the first thing you should do is give the information about the parties involved in the accident. For example, I had an accident at my home. Or I saw a woman in an accident. I saw a man in an accident. Okay? Secondly is the location. Where did the accident happen? Did the accident happen in your garden, in your kitchen, or on the street, in the shopping mall? You must give the operator the exact location of the accident so that they can get to you as quickly as possible. The third and final, most important part of the situation is to let the emergency operator know what happened. For example, I burnt myself with some water. I fell down the stairs. I saw a woman in a car accident. I saw a man fall down. It's important to give this information to the operator so that they know how serious the emergency is. And that way they can get to you as quickly as possible. Okay guys, that is all for emergencies and what to do when we have an emergency. Remember, name, location, and what happened. That's it for today, guys. Goodbye. Alright guys, Unit 6 at a hospital. Now, when you are sick, you will have to go to a hospital. And when you are there, you will either need to talk to a doctor or a nurse and tell them your name, where you live, and what's the matter with you. Now, in today's lesson, we're going to take a look at how to do just that. So, take a little look at this paper, guys. This paper is called a registration form. And you will get one of these when you come to a hospital. And on these forms, they ask for a lot of information. And they need quite a bit of detail from you in order to help make you get better. Now, on this registration form, you'll have to write down your information. So, it will be in order like, what is your full name? What is your date of birth? What is your address? Then, what's the matter with you? Then, have you taken any medicine recently? After that, it says, who is your next of kin? Your emergency contact person. What is their name? And finally, what is their phone number? So 8 pieces of information. Okay guys, here is an example of some of the questions we will see on a registration form and some of the potential answers we can give. Sometimes when people are speaking or giving information, they don't talk clearly. In these cases, we can then ask for some repetition or clarification in order to get the correct information. So asking for repetition. Would you mind repeating that? Could you say that again, please? Would you mind going over that one more time? Sorry, what was that? Sorry, I missed that first part. Or, sorry, I missed that last part. Now, for clarification, we could say things like, I'm sorry, could you be more specific? I'm sorry, I don't get it. I'm sorry, but I don't quite understand. What do you mean by, sorry, what are you saying? So let's take a little look at how we can use these structures in a real life situation. Now we're going to listen to a conversation between a nurse and a patient.
Good morning. My name is Isabel Brown. I'm a nurse here. How can I help you?
Hi. I think I broke my arm.
Oh dear. Come this way. I just need some information, and then I'll take you to the doctor right away.
All right.
Can you tell me your full name, please?
My name is Adam Owen.
Adam, sorry, what was that?
Owen. O-W-E-N.
Thank you, Adam. What is your date of birth?
It's July 3rd, 1991.
What's your address?
I live on Wall Street.
Could I have your street number too?
It's 35 Wall Street.
Now, you think that you broke your arm. Are you taking any medication at the moment?
No, I'm not.
Who is your emergency contact person?
My wife.
What's her name?
She's Ruby Cooper.
What's her phone number?
It's 236581265.
2365. Sorry, I missed the last part. Could you say that again?
236581265.
Thank you. Now please come with me. The doctor is this way.
Now we're going to have another conversation between a doctor and a girl whose dad was brought to the hospital. Listen and fill in the blanks.
Are you Bill Hudson's family member?
Yes, I'm Amy Hudson. I'm his daughter. Is he okay?
Yes, he is better now. Can you tell me what happened with your dad?
My dad and I were watching a football match together. His favourite team won the game, so he was so excited. Then he suddenly said he couldn't breathe and then fainted. There was nobody at home, so I called an ambulance to bring him here.
Very good. You did the right thing. Can you give me a few details about his medical history?
Afraid I don't quite understand.
I mean, does he have any other illnesses? Have you ever fainted like this before?
I'm not sure if he has any other illnesses. You can talk to my mum later, but I think this is the first time he fainted like this.
Is he taking any medication now?
Yes, I think, but I don't know what it is.
All right. We'll run some tests and find out what is the reason for sudden faint.
Could you be more specific? What tests is he going to take?
We'll do a blood test and a CT scan first.
Okay, thank you, doctor.
Please ask your mum to come and see me when she arrives.
Okay, listen to the conversation again. This time, I'll show you the answer. Check if you have answered correctly.
Are you Bill Hudson's family member?
Yes, I'm Amy Hudson. I'm his daughter. Is he okay?
Yes, he is better now. Can you tell me what happened with your dad?
My dad and I were watching a football match together. His favourite team won the game, so he was so excited. Then he suddenly said he couldn't breathe and then fainted. There was nobody at home, so I called an ambulance to bring him here.
Very good. You did the right thing. Can you give me a few details about his medical history?
Afraid I don't quite understand.
I mean, does he have any other illnesses? Have you ever fainted like this before?
I'm not sure if he has any other illnesses. You can talk to my mum later, but I think this is the first time he fainted like this.
Is he taking any medication now?
Yes, I think, but I don't know what it is.
All right. We'll run some tests and find out what is the reason for sudden faint.
Could you be more specific? What tests is he going to take?
We'll do a blood test and a CT scan first.
Okay, thank you, doctor.
Please ask your mum to come and see me when she arrives.
Alright guys, in this lesson we've introduced you how to give some personal information when questioned at a hospital. We've also gave you some techniques on how to ask for repetition and clarification. Now, I hope you can use these techniques in everyday situations and conversations. And that's all for today. Thank you, and I'll see you again. Hello there. Let's talk about what you like to do and what you don't like to do to stay healthy. I like to eat a lot of fruit and vegetables. They give my body many good vitamins and minerals. My favorite fruit is the banana. I eat a banana every day. My mum also makes me a salad with many different kinds of vegetables. I don't enjoy eating fast food, such as burger and chips, because fast food has a lot of fat and sugar in it, and that can make me fat. I also don't like fizzy drinks either, because they are not so good for my teeth. To talk about activities that you like to do and you don't like to do, you can use these structures. For activities that you like to do, you can say, I'm interested in, I enjoy, I love. For activities that you don't like to do, you can say, I don't like, I dislike, and I hate. To give reasons for your answer, you can say, because, or the reason is. To explain why you like it, you can mention how good or bad the activity is. It's good because. It's bad because. It's good for my health. It's bad for my health. So, let's look back at my model, sentence by sentence. First, the first activity that I like to do to stay healthy is eating many fruits and vegetables. Here I use the structure I like to, and I also used because to give my reason for doing that. To expand my answer, I talked more about my favorite food, which is the banana. Then I mentioned how my mum always makes me salad. After that, I talk about the activity that I don't like to do, which is eating fast food. I gave some examples of different kinds of fast food like burgers or chips. I used I don't enjoy to talk about things that I don't like to do. Then I give reasons using the conjunction because. Finally, I use I don't like either to mention another activity that I don't like to do. Then I explain the reason. Let's see how another friend does it.
My name is Alex. I like to brush my teeth twice a day, after breakfast and before bedtime. The reason is because it keeps my teeth clean and healthy. I don't like to eat sweets because they hurt my teeth. If you eat many sweets, you might have a toothache, and you have to see a dentist.
Now, let's have a look at Alex's model. Alex's favorite activity to stay healthy is brushing his teeth twice a day. And he used "I like" to talk about that. Then he gives the reason using the phrase, his reason is because he wants to keep his teeth clean and healthy. Then he talked about the activity that he doesn't like and why he doesn't like it. He doesn't like to eat sweets because it isn't good for his teeth. And he might have to see the dentist if he has a toothache. Now, you should try it yourself. Talk about the things that you like to do and the things that you don't like to do in order to stay healthy. That's all, and I'll see